G'day guys, today I'm going to show you a game that I played where I was DAC and versing the Brits. Um, it was probably one of my worst games that I have played in a while, where I just made fuck up after fuck up, in addition to just some bad decisions and yeah, bad play. But I managed to somehow win. So we're gonna go the double bike start. Find it's a bit risky against Brits because as soon as they see a bike, all they've got to do is build their what is it? Is it the Humber? No, the Dingo. All they've got to do is build their little Dingo, and it can just harass your bikes, and there's not a lot you can do. But I've decided to go anyway. And yeah, we're going to bring two bikes out, push them aggressively. I was going to try and, instead of just going straight for the fuel with the second bike, try and link it up. That's why I've gone the NGs over into the manpower cap, just so I can try and link it up, because most times they manage to decap it before I manage to connect it. And so the first fuck up that, I don't know if you noticed, I forgot to build my pyos. I managed to get to 400 manpower and then realised I hadn't queued up my pyos, so I queued up two. And yeah, that was, so they're going to be late, a little bit late coming out. And there you go. They're gonna decap that before I connect it. So no matter what, it seems like I can't really manage to link it and make use of that fuel. But it does delay them getting the fuel, which is, you know, half the idea. I'm gonna push up there with our pyos, and of course now they're coming down to push on our muni there, which is, you know, that's a pretty standard play on this map. If you don't find any resistance, you sort of do keep pushing up. But luckily, because of my very late pyos, I managed to have two units close by, so we're going to station the pyos there and bring up the black to help push. I put my pyos there, spoiler, I put them there, didn't realise there was assault grenades running in behind, and obviously consumed with this one, I lost them, and then I lost them. So that was two wipes in about 3 seconds. So at the 3-minute mark, we're down to 2 bikes and 1 pyro group, which is obviously not a great start. So I thought I'd try and make the most of it and push up with the bike and see if I can just at least just zone him back a little bit, just give me a little bit of breathing space. Obviously now they're pretty much free to run around and cap whatever the fuck they want. We've got our second pyos out. We're gonna push up with them, keeping the pressure with the bike, and we're gonna use the other bike to cap a little bit as well. We have to pull them back and yeah, push up with the pyos. Now, well, luckily we had 100 muni, so we're going to put flamethrowers on both of them. Obviously it'll take a while to get, but while we wait. They've got a couple of infantry sections there. We're going to try and put some pressure on with the pyos and the bike, and we're going to use the other bike to come and cap the field down south. We're trying to keep a better eye on shit now that after that first little engagement. Up here I saw the flames were just coming in, so I wasn't too worried there. I've managed to push one infantry section back, and now we can focus on the other one. We've won that engagement in the centre on the centre muni. And we tried to push up with the pyos, but that did not work very well for us at all. Obviously they're pushing up with assault grenades, that's fine. I'll just pull the bike back and just bit of attrition on them from a distance. Their assault grenades, it was pretty evenly matched, but just once they get that close, it was no dice for me. We've managed to push them back and I thought we might be able to flank this MG, but yeah, it wasn't going to happen in time. Down here, he's obviously not paying attention to his Royal Engineers, and we were able to fuck them up. So now we're building our T2, and we've got the bike in there. That's going to cap that. I thought, well, it should be pretty safe. I'll just put self-repairs on that. Now, self-repairs, you can't do anything, and of course, as soon as I clicked it, infantry squad rocked up, and the bike can't move. I didn't actually know it could shoot, but yeah, there you go. It was a goner. So there you go. At the 6-minute mark, now we're down to 1 bike and 2 NGs. I thought I'd go exploring with the bike to see if there was anything I could do out here. You know, maybe back cap or something, but it gets caught out there, and I'd just try and run with him. We're going to bring an MG out to try and take a bit of pressure off the front here. That was about the only thing I could think of doing at the time while we wait for an 8-rad. Unfortunately, they've got the recon package on those that infantry section, so from a distance they just take out the MGs, no worries at all. MG is out. We're going to bring him up and hopefully be able to lock down this this frontal area here. At least we don't have to worry. But yeah, they've also got an MG, and I'm forced to retreat with them, and they wipe that squad. So we're down at the 7-minute mark to 1 bike, 1 Pio, and an MG. It was looking pretty fucking average. Yeah, that NG Pio squad's just getting absolutely wrecked, but I do manage to get away with him while the MG's putting a bit of pressure. At least they can't sort of like push in and cap. That was about the only good thing. Obviously they're dropping in commandos, so that was like fucking great. That's awesome. But I did decide to try and use the bike, since I figured their whole force must be down here trying to wipe me out, to try and go and back cap some fuel. And the 8-rad's out, and they pretty much have nothing here to counter it. So that I was actually really happy with that. But there you go. There's the commandos. They too have AT nades, so they do get a good shot off in there. We push a flanking maneuver with our Pios there, nicely capping their fuel at the back there, and we've managed to zone them off for once, but not before they did cap and absolutely fuck up my MG with their own MG. They obviously, no point in them pushing into my base, so they push on my engineers. I thought I'd try and get a little bit of damage on them before I retreat them. Put self-repairs on the bike. Just this time I was like, surely, right? It must be safe. And I did bring out a group of assault, mechanized assault and assault grenadiers. Sorry, English. And we managed to get a nice flank on this MG. Obviously they're going to bring up their commandos. They have to retreat their MG. We jump out of the vehicle, and the assault grens, while they were trying to throw a grenade on there, we absolutely fucked them up and managed to get the wipe. And at this stage I was like, oh, finally some things are going right for us. We might have a chance here. We've got a good back cap going, and he quits the game. So there you go, folks. That is probably the worst game I have ever won. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.